According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services report on September 30th, 2010, there are over 408,425 children in foster care. Children come in care for many different reasons: drug abuse, truancy, Department of Juvenile Justice, whether they've committed a crime themselves or their parents have. Physical abuse, molestation, and loss of their parents are some of the reasons. I was a house mom for 3 months in a boys' home facility in Georgia, where out of 6 boys, all of my children had a DJJ record taller than me. I also work here in town with a boys' home as a resource mother and a volunteer babysitter of sorts. Group homes are not our answer to care. Group homes tend to create more of a gang-style ability instead of a home life. Boys tend to pair up just like they would out on the streets. Today our children are dealing with drugs, alcohol, and everything, and they're bringing all these children who are dealing with these whole different backgrounds into one home setting and trying to create a home life that doesn't actually create. It makes more of a disjointed, disgruntled family, much like the ones they come from. Our social workers are overworked and underpaid. Most states have 2 or 3 per county that deal with our juvenile justice and our foster care kids. The county that I live in have 3 caseworkers, and they have 800 cases. Our options are to stop closing our eyes. We need to stand up and get out there and be foster parents, be mentors, and start leading these kids instead of letting the kids start ruling the world. Foster parents provide temporary homes, and they allow a child to come into their home. They provide a roof over their head, food in their bellies, and they get reimbursed for all of this. You don't do it for free. Legal guardians can step in. You can step in and become a legal guardian for a child. You can step in and adopt a child out of care. Becoming a mentor. A couple hours a week at your local youth facility. Reaching out and touching these kids' lives is all we need to do. If somebody will get in there and start touching them, maybe we can keep them out of the foster care system. Maybe we can keep them out of DJJ. When you see things going on in your community, help a mom. Help that single mom who might need a hand. Don't make her have to turn to Department of Social Services and turn her kids over because she doesn't have a meal, or she doesn't have food or clean house. These group home settings that they're using, some of them are more institutional. There's 20 beds in one room, and that's not a home. Some of the group homes are actually in houses in your neighborhoods, and they've got 6 kids crammed into 4 rooms, and they're trying to make a family. But you've got a kid who's smoking pot in one room, you've got a kid who's trying to cut off his cast in another room, and you have another kid who's run away and gone to the juvenile system and told them that, oh my goodness, they beat me and they don't feed me. Well, he's skinny and he has bruises because he fell out of the tree when he was trying to escape, and he hasn't eaten in a week because he's been on the run. Placement in group care settings is not an essential component of the child welfare system for the vast majority of children. Some children, there's some things that have happened to them, and there's nothing you can do about it. And the institutional setting is not the best placement, but it is a alternative for them until they can get some help and get out of the system. Stop living in your rock. Get up, get out, and do something. The future is literally dependent on our children, and we've stuck them away from the world, and it's not doing them any good.